April 26, 2016, and we're going to review a trade idea that I posted on the 17th of April. Trade idea 16-3. I was looking for blow off top and TLT. You could either short TLT and a washout of TBT and buy TBT as the FOMC meeting approaches. What I like to do, I'd mentioned before, is I post one trade idea every day, and then I like to go back and look at it if it moves, say a week later, take a look at it, and then if it moves 5 or 6% within that 5-day period, then I begin to talk about it too. I also mentioned before that some of these, they're 3 times ETNs, and so they'll move. Obviously, they'll move more. They'll shoot towards closer to 20%. And when that happens, I like to talk about it to make sure everybody is still staying focused on these ideas. We'll run through the charts on here. The first thing I want to point out, let's go down to this chart here first. Okay, the first thing I want to point out is that on the TBT here, okay, right here we have money flow and unbalanced volume, and unbalanced volume has been picking up, but the money flow is beginning to come down. So what you have today on this Tuesday is you have people up here 38.5 who are beginning to lighten their load. Okay, I still believe that interest rates will continue higher for the next couple of years. This is on the long end. We're raising rates on the front end, but eventually it'll trickle through. And the economy will go into a recession again, usually with inverted interest rate. It's usually where the front end is higher than the back end. Okay. So what I'm looking for here is that tomorrow we're gonna shake the tree on a lot of stuff. Okay. There's a support area down here. I personally, okay, since we're at a position here. I want to take some profits. There's a couple of ways of going at it. One is you can write covered calls. If you are long in this thing, you can write covered calls. And that way you can pick up some premium with, say, sell it for $1 or $2 higher, that kind of thing. All right, so pick up some premium, and if you get called out and your stock is taken from you, you can get a couple of bucks higher plus the premium. But those are covered calls, and remember, I'm the fishing guide. I get you to the fishing hole. How you do your fishing is a different story. Everybody has a different way of doing things on here. And I'm going to say that it'll probably jab down in this area. I don't expect it to come all the way down here, but there is a lot of people who are getting out, so they'll have to get back in there. So let's go back and take a look here at we'll first start off with a weekly basis here. Okay, so you're getting into this thing here, okay, on a weekly. All right, we're above R1. I expect it to go up to R2. It lists R2 as 39.70. Okay, and the last here is 38.5 roughly. Okay, so I'm looking for it to swing higher and actually continue higher. Okay, at best right now it's going sideways. Okay, so there's going to be, just like we're seeing today, there's a little bit of pullback against resistance. Okay, RSI is approaching 70. The money flow is still working, and the unbalanced volume is picking up too. Okay, now moving to the daily here. Whoops. Okay, that was the daily. Sorry about that. That was the daily on here, and we'll swing up to, I think we're going to swing up to this area. So you'd kind of want to sell options, say like at the $40 mark on there. Okay. Then you have the weekly where it's just getting started, but I think it'll continue on to the 45 and continue higher over time. So what I would suggest is either take some profits or write some calls against TBT for right now. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we're going to get some tree shaking with the FOMC, and I'll be posting another tip for the day today, trade idea, in just a few moments. There's one that's there. It's actually a better deal right now because the price has come back a little bit, and that was Sunday's post. And thank you for watching the recap here of TBT's trade from the 17th of April. Have yourself a good day.